Alright guys, we almost made it to the end. This is part 5 of 5 on the complete guide to finding the right wedding photographer for you. Today's video is all about your wedding. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is it. This is the home stretch. Alright guys, this is section 13. Preparing what your photographer needs for your wedding day. As your wedding gets closer and everything starts to come together, and depending on how hands-on your photographer is, will really depend on what they need on your wedding day. What I like to do is send out a questionnaire a month before the wedding. It's just to confirm all the key details of the wedding day, such as the location addresses, the times, phone numbers for the best man, the maid of honor, and the wedding planner if you have one. So that on the day of your wedding, I can call upon them so that you have one less thing to worry about. When I send out the questionnaire, I also ask one of two things. Also, when I send out the questionnaire, I ask for two important things. One, a wedding day timeline, and two, a list of family members they want group photos with. By far, the biggest consumer for time on your wedding day is family photos. For some reason, nobody ever knows where Uncle Joe or Cousin Sarah are, or even if they should be in this photo or not. Having a list compiled of all of the family photos that you want really saves a ton of time. But what saves just as much time is having somebody who knows all of your family members and can call on them at a moment's notice. Because honestly, I don't know who your Uncle Joe or your Cousin Sarah are, so I wouldn't know what to look for. So coming up with a list of family members is really easy, in fact. A super simple list would be something like the couple and the bride's parents. Number 2 would be the couple with the bride's parents and the bride's siblings. Number 3 would be the couple with the bride's parents and grandparents. Number 4 would be the couple with the bride's grandparents. And number 5 would be the couple with the bride's whole family. And then after you get all those, then you just mirror it again for the groom's side. But maybe your aunt who lives in another country is coming to visit for your wedding. You haven't seen her in years and you have to have a photo of you and her. Now, the photographer won't know how important that aunt is to you unless you tell them. So putting her on the list specifically will definitely help ensure that you get the shot that you're looking for. Now, next on the list is the timeline. If you're getting married and having your reception at 2 different locations, then having a timeline is essential. There's a lot of things that photographers need to tell your story. We need details of your table settings, photos of the venue, and then photos of flowers and other little whatnots. So figuring out when we can grab these photos during the sometimes hectic moments of a wedding is a carefully planned out process. Having a timeline simply ensures that you also get photos of the carefully planned out details you have spent so much time painstakingly deciding on, and it also helps just keep everybody else organized. Okay, now we're on section 14. How to make your photographer excited for your wedding day and how it will come back to you tenfold. See, wedding photography is really an art that relies on human connection. If there's no connection, well then ultimately your photos will suffer. So here are some things that you can do to help build the connection between you and your photographer. Personally, I love it when couples email me. When they're asking for suggestions or recommendations, it tells me that they're taking their wedding very seriously. They're being very aware of their wedding. Maybe they're having an outdoor wedding and they want to know of a simple way to light up the place. Sometimes they know of an absolutely beautiful location that they know that they want pictures of, but they wonder if the 30-minute drive to that location is too far and if they can still get great photos close. Whatever the questions may be, I welcome them with open arms because questions build trust and trust builds relationships. If you loved your engagement photos, tag your photographer in them on Facebook. They will love that. It'll make them feel really good that you appreciate the photos that they created for you. Because I'm going to be honest, sometimes photographers are pretty sensitive about their work. Have you ever made something, maybe a Pinterest project, Christmas cookies, a home renovation, and you absolutely love it, but someone told you that maybe it could have been better or that they just hated it? Well, I mean, it hurts, right? We're human. But if you made that Pinterest buffalo dip that you thought was just kind of okay, but everybody at the party just raves about it, you're gonna feel pretty damn good about it. It makes you feel better when people are raving about your stuff. Photography is the same. If you love it, just let them know. Knowing that you love their work is gonna make them more comfortable and confident on your wedding day, which will always result in better photos and maybe an extra sneak peek or 2 on Facebook. Ooh. So like I said, it's a simple connection. Just let them know that you really love their work and that you are excited for them to shoot your wedding. Alright guys, you've watched all 5 videos and now you've made it to the final tip. Number 15 is... drumroll please! Number 15 is, it's your wedding day. relax. It's here. The time has come to say your I do's. You've sent your timeline and your list of family photos that you want to the photographer. You have talked to your photographer about any concerns that you had with your engagement photos. Time to just relax and simply enjoy your wedding day. Every wedding your photographer has shot in their career has prepared them for this moment. Think of all those weddings that your photographer has shot as just practice for your wedding. So at this point, it's all in the photographer's hands. So just trust them. At the end of the night, when everybody's had enough to drink and they've probably danced their shoes off, it'll be time for your photographer to go home. They should come and ask you if there's any more photos that you can think of off the top of your head that you really want them to get while they're still there. And with any luck, the photographer just might post a teaser or two on Facebook before you two take off on your honeymoon, so that you can share it with your friends and your family. That's it. That's the list. There you go. That was the complete guide to finding the right wedding photographer for you. I know it's a long list, but your wedding's worth it, right? Your wedding doesn't happen every other weekend. It happens once. So you really want to make sure that you pick the right wedding photographer. Because if you pick the wrong caterer, people are going to forget about how bad the food was at your wedding, but you'll never forget how bad your photos were. So again, guys, if this guide has helped you in any way, shape, or form, I would love to hear about it. And I would love to hear how you're going to move forward with finding the right wedding photographer for you. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to shoot me an email, which is Raymond@hatfieldphotography.com, or just leave a comment below. I'll answer it. If you have a friend who recently got engaged, be sure to share this with them. I promise you they will love you for it. And that's it. Again, like I said in the very beginning of these videos, if you follow this guide exactly, I guarantee that you will be able to find the right wedding photographer for you. Again, guys, thank you so much. This is Raymond Hatfield, Indianapolis wedding photographer, hatfieldphotography.com. I really hope that this helped you out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later.